The associate product manager recruiting season is about to get started, and it's most desirable place to get into Google, Meta, those kind of APM, RPM program. But majority of the candidates not ready right now. But if you miss this recruiting window, you're going to wait for another year. In this video, I'm giving you a shortcut to prepare for Google APM interview and explain the whole process, the interview's question framework to use within 5 minutes. Number one, let's understand the application process for Google APM program. It is number one most desired APM program. People getting paid around $150K up to $200,000 per year for fresh graduate. That's why everybody want to get in as an entry-level PM position. However, most people do not understand the special application process for Google APM. To apply for Google APM, they will ask you to prepare for your traditional resume, cover letter. On top of that, you should also prepare your product portfolio. In the application window, it will ask you optionally to upload your product portfolio or your GitHub repository. I have a free video teach you in depth 5 different tools to create a product portfolio. You check out this video right here and prepare a product portfolio within a few hours. Now let's talk about your important resume. Majority of the PM resume are missing PM keywords. That's why most of the resume couldn't pass the ATS selection system. And you need to majority of the PM keywords such as product requirement, documentation, conduct with custom interviews, go-to-market strategy, product vision. All those important keywords you must show on your resume and also show your significant career accomplishment. I have a separate video, give a full list of AI PM keywords. You can check it right here. I'm going to link it in the description of the video as well. Now let's prepare for your first round interview with Google APM. And in this round, they're going to ask you 2 types of product case interview questions, product design and product strategy, or product design or product sense versus product strategy. And there's a guaranteed question that will ask you during the process, product design interview process, which is this question: what's your favorite product? How would you improve it? If we have 6 engineers and 6 months, what would you work on to improve this current product? When you answer this question, majority of people make a critical mistake. They only talk about their own personal favorite of the product without following the right framework. The framework you should follow to talk about favorite products, talk about different kind of customer persona and what kind of customer persona you belong to and how this favorite product is solving your top 3 pain points, and tell personal story regarding how your life can be improved by your current product. You must show lots of passion when you describe the favorite product and follow the right framework. I have a separate video teaching you how to implement the framework within great details. You can check out this video right here about what's your favorite product and how to answer them with sample answer. I'm also going to link it in the description of this video. Another type of product design question is about general product they will pick. For example, design refrigerator for blind people. When you answer those very bizarre and broad questions, you must use a modified circles framework. Where modified circles framework lots of people have heard of in the past. However, the modified version is very critical to pass the Google and Meta APM, RPM level interview because you leverage the 2-sided marketplace framework to make your scope of thinking much bigger. Then talk about the customer pain point, customer segmentation, and prioritize different kind of pain point and give different type of 3 solutions and tell the trade-off between different solutions. So I have a separate deep dive video, give you sample answer, show you how I break down this framework and show you where I modify the circles framework, and check out my sample interview answers right here. I'm also going to link it in the description of this show note. And the video is called Design Uber App for Blind People. Check out more right here. Now let's talk about product strategy question. Product strategy is very special for Google because they ask you a question like, what would Google do in the future of transportation? So this is very broad question. It's going to test your thinking methodology, such as today Waymo is currently driving taxi in Miami for half a year already. So how is future getting changed by this new technology? This type of question make you feel that there's no correct answer at all, but there is a correct framework to follow, which is a Gucci framework I have invented, which helps so many people pass and land Google Product Manager job offer. Gucci framework stands for goal submission, unmet customer needs, customer segmentation, competition, and integrated ecosystem. I have a detailed breakdown of what is Gucci framework in this video right here about how to pass product strategy interview and with sample answers. I'm also going to link it in the description of this video. Another tips and trick for you to pass those Google APM, Meta, RPM interview is know what type of interview questions they'll be asking you. So I have a free checklist of 50 product management interview questions database that you can leverage prepare for your upcoming interviews. And if you want to get a database and comment PM in the description of the show note, I will send you this database. Make sure to like this video and let's continue. Now let's talk about the second round of Google APM interview. It's going to be 5 rounds of loop interviews. You need to get ready. They're going to ask you 5 different type of case questions. Number 1, product design and product sense interview question. It's the same framework we covered in the first session of the interview, but the question they ask you might be harder than the first round. They're also going to cover the product strategy interview question again, so get ready. Third is the estimation and the analytics question. Here's the example. How many golf balls is going to fit in a car? How many airplanes take off from Boston Logan International Airport every single day? And this sounds like a math problem to me personally. You just need to follow either top-down approach or bottom-up approach. In another video talk about top 20 Google interview questions and sample answers, I give you examples of top-down approach and bottom-up approach. Now you should pay attention in that video to dive deeper to solve your math problem for Google APM interview. The first type of interview question they're asking you in the second round is execution and product success metrics interview. For example, how would you solve conflicting product requirements between different teams? How would you align vision among different stakeholders who have different priorities and give them a specific example? They're also going to use one of the product design you have done in the past to ask you how to execute on those new features you have designed. So therefore, get ready. Now let's talk about product metrics question. The product metrics question could be, what's the success metrics of Google self-driving car? And I have a separate framework help you to quickly get to the correct product metrics questions. It's called My CSPHD framework, and which stands for mission and why, customer segmentation, priorities, product health, de-risk. And I have a separate video give you a breakdown on my CSPHD framework. I'm going to link it right here and also link it in the description of the video as well. Google recently also updated regarding how they conduct the product execution interview question. I have a separate video talking about the deep dive of updated Google interview question, which are top 7 most common interview questions in Google. You can check out this video right here and link in the description of the show note. Finally, the 5th type is a behavioral interview question in Google. And leadership and behavioral interview type of questions. They were going to ask you question, why Google? Tell me a time you failed, and tell me a time you failed miserably. Tell me a time you had to tell your customers they're wrong, and what is the biggest career accomplishment? And when you answer those questions, make sure to help to make an answer sharp and stand out within 2 minutes. I have a separate video give you a lowdown regarding what's the best framework and strategy to answer behavioral interview to help you stand out, which is also the commonly missed interview question type when lots of people just overlook and failed in those Google APM interview. If you ask me if my interview with Google is coming up in the next week or 2, what would I do? The number one most important thing to do is download the frequent asked interview questions in Google, Meta, and Amazon and prepare for those interviews so they immediately get into those mock interview mode. I have a 50 product management interview questions database you can leverage and start preparation right now. And comment PM below, I'm going to send you the interview questions database. Another great insight is we have insider material from Google recruiters who send it over to our students who are preparing for Google APM interviews. And we turn the insider materials into a YouTube video where we give you the latest breakdown of Google product management interview questions and framework and database based on the internal material from Google. You can see the deep dive of the internal materials right here in this YouTube video. It is about the latest top must-ask interview questions at Google. If you find today's video insightful for your upcoming Google APM interviews, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel so that YouTube is going to feed you to more similar videos just like this. This is Dr. Nancy Lee from PM Accelerator. I'm going to see you in my next video right here.